So yesterday I did my American League preview video for the MLB 2021 season. We have spring training already kicked off. Forget about what teams have done the past couple days or anything like that. That doesn't matter compared to the regular season that starts in a few weeks. I did American League yesterday, and today we're going to look at the National League. Let's get it. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Chris Ballard here with Ballard Sports Media, coming at you with another baseball video today, previewing the National League. We went and looked at yesterday the 2021 preview, or I previewed for 2021 the American League, and now here I am ready to preview the National League. All right, so let's go ahead and look at this, the National League. We looked at the American League yesterday, as I just mentioned. I'm not going to go through all that again. Just go watch the video I uploaded. And here we go, part 2 of the MLB preview, considering there's 2 leagues, not necessarily conferences like you would call it in basketball or football. It's more so this is the league. And so we're going to go ahead and look at this. You look at last year for the and spring training already kicked off. And what's crazy, I don't understand this. I really don't get it, but you know, they mix up the American and National League teams. You know, you have, swear, I can't make this up if I wanted to, the Cactus League and the Grapefruit League. Leading the Cactus League, the top, let's say, okay, 3-1 Kansas City, but above the Royals, you have the Dodgers at 2-0, the Cubs at 2-0, teams that you expect to be really great. And then the Grapefruit League, which does feature my Tampa Bay Rays, who are currently 2-2. The Marlins 3-0, Yankees 3-1, St. Louis Cardinals are 1-0. It's all kind of weird. We're just slowly getting into the spring training and everything. And again, all of this is meaningless compared to what's going to happen when we get started with the regular season, early April, late March. So that being said, let's look at the standings. So you have the East, the Central, and the West in the National League. In the East, you have the Braves of Atlanta, the Atlanta Braves, the Washington Nationals, New York Mets, Philadelphia Phillies, Miami Marlins. In the Central Division, you have the Milwaukee Brewers, Chicago Cubs, Cincinnati Reds, Pittsburgh Pirates, St. Louis Cardinals. And finally in the West, the defending World Series champs. No disrespect to Mookie Betts, Kershaw, or anybody. Y'all won fair and square over my Tampa Bay Rays, the LA Dodgers. Shout out to them. Well deserved the championship that they got. It's still heartbroken over that, though. Just but you got the Dodgers in the West, the Padres, San Diego Padres, Fernando Tatis gonna light it up this year, I'm sure. San Francisco Giants, Colorado Rockies, and Arizona Diamondbacks. Okay. So let's go ahead and look at the East here. First place in their division, the Atlanta Braves. You know, they've already started their workouts, training, and everything like that. They went 35-25 overall, first place in the NL East last year. They ended up losing to the Dodgers in the NL Championship Series, which they were hoping to win and ultimately go on to play the, I guess, either the Rays or the, who do we come down to? I guess the Astros or the Yankees, whatever, in the World Series. Okay. So they come in, right? They lose so much, but they bring in quite a few pitchers. Really, they bring in 3 right-handed pitchers, a left-handed pitcher, and a shortstop. Shortstop, you hire Adrianza. They bring in from the Tampa Bay Rays. At least he was on the roster in spring training of last year or whatever. I think I made a video looking at like our pitching depth or something like that, like a year ago. They bring in Charlie Morton, right-handed pitcher. You're getting a great guy out of him. He was definitely probably the second best we had outside of Blake Snell. I think you could have called it Blake Snell, Charlie Morton, Glass now, and the rest fall into play with who the Rays had last year. So that's a really good addition to the Braves, I think. So they bring in Charlie Morton, Drew Smiley, Carl Edwards, Ehire Adrianza, Victor Arano. Who's out of here? Well, outfielder Nick Markakis, outfielder Adam Duvall, infielder Charlie Culberson, right-handed pitcher Mike. I'm going to try to get these names right here. Faulty Newix. Mike Faulty Newix, I don't know. Right-handed pitcher Mark Melancon. Catcher Ty Flowers. Shane Green, a right-handed pitcher. Darren O'Day, right-handed pitcher. Pretty good player. Right-handed pitcher. Holy's Chauson. Infielder Edian Hechavare Varia. I don't know. Left-handed pitcher Cole Hamels. Forget what the names are, okay? These are the guys that are losing. Quite a few pitchers, losing a catcher and a shortstop here or there, okay? They did what they needed to do, right? They re-signed left fielder Marcell Ozuna to a 4-year deal worth $65 million. They got a rookie in Christian Pache. He wants to try to be a starter in center field, right? And of course, you know, that would really help out. You know, losing a couple outfielders, Adam Duvall, Nick Markakis, if this guy wants to step up as a rookie, play center field, play in the outfield, that'll be great for the Braves, and definitely help them out a lot. Touted rookie, talented, they've talked quite a bit about him and what he could bring to the team. This could be his year to maybe shine for the Braves and take a chance and get a great opportunity to play. How far will it take him? We'll have to wait and see. Showed strong defense as a postseason starter, 4 regular season at-bats. Ronald Acuna Jr., who's like the best player on the Braves, period, would start in right field. Great. He's a great hitter, too, Ronald Acuna. So the Braves, they lose quite a bit. And what they do lose, yes, they bring in a couple guys, at least position-wise, to replace key position guys you lose. Like, you lose a right-handed pitcher, you're going to bring one in, but is it enough? You still lose depth, right? It's like, they bring in one right-handed pitcher, and they're losing... they're bringing in 2, and they're losing 1, 2, 3, 4, about 4 or 5 different guys. If I'm a baseball manager, and I'm looking at my team, and I'm looking at the depth, if one guy leaves, another guy comes in to take his place. Depth is important in any sport, on any roster. I know, like, in the NFL, there's, like, a certain, 53 player limit. But, I mean, even still, you got to work with that, right? You got to have key backups. If people get hurt or just straight suck, they're not helping you out in the game, you got to back it up. So, the only thing I see for the Braves is just, they didn't replace every right-handed pitcher or outfielder or whatever that they lost. I mean, yes, they bring in guys in that position, but it's not enough to like if you lose 3 guys, you want to bring 3 guys in to replace all 3, right? Depth helped us out last year. Well, okay, so help yourselves out with that, this year. So I don't know. So that's the Braves. They lose quite a bit and replace some key guys, but it's not replacing everybody, which could that come back to haunt them? Let's say if guys get hurt or can't play, we're still dealing with the pandemic. I'm sure they're still doing testing and everything. Let's say a guy can't play because he gets a positive test. Let's say you have 4 right-handed pitchers, hypothetically speaking. 3 of them test positive for COVID. Uh-oh, you only got 1 guy. What if he hurts himself during the game, sprains his wrist or something? Who's going to back you up? Right? You ain't got no left-handed pitchers? I don't know. But anyway, you get the point there. The key offseason move that they did, again, I just mentioned this, re-signing Marcell Ozuna to a 4-year deal worth $65 million. And touted rookie Christian Pache will try to solidify a starting job in center field. So he wants to be a center fielder in the outfield for the Braves, which they need. They need a guy to step up. Losing guys like Markakis and Adam Duvall and the outfield. Okay. Ronald Acuna would start in right field. Okay, so that's pretty much the Braves for you. Would they probably be the team for the East? Yes. But keep your eye on this team here coming up on the Marlins. Second place, lost to the Braves in the divisional series. Not too bad of a year for them. 31-29, that's a good record. They bring in a new general manager, and Kim NG. I've heard about this lady stepping up. It's great to see women step up in leadership positions in sports nowadays. You look at the official for the Super Bowl, what was her name? Like Sarah Thomas or whatever. This is great. I don't know what she's going to bring. And quite honestly, if I'm being real with you, it doesn't matter what your gender is. If you can't handle the job, then you can't handle the job. So, will this lady do great? Most likely. Seems like she's very confident. I've heard some positive stuff about this hiring. Okay, bring her in for the GM. Great. Adam Duvall, the outfielder, comes in. Ross Detweiler, left-handed pitcher. Sandy Leon, a catcher. Anthony Bass, right-handed pitcher. Right-handed pitcher, Adam Kimber. Okay. You lose, and again, I was talking about, you lose one guy in a key position, you got to bring a guy in to back him up. They lose more than they brought in. Jose Urena, Brandon Kinsler, Matt Joyce, left fielder. Those first 2 guys, Jose Urena and Brandon Kinsler, I mentioned are right-handed pitchers. They also lost right-handed pitcher Drew Steckenrider, catcher Francisco Cervelia, Brad Boxberger, right-handed pitcher, left-handed pitcher Stephen Tarpley, right-handed pitcher Robert Duggar, right-handed pitcher, basically right-handed pitchers all the way around are gone. Jordan Yamamoto, Johan Quezada, I could go down the list. Basically summing up for the Braves, they bring in a lot, they lose a lot of young, inexperienced talent in terms of working with this organization and new management. Again, this is I'm sorry, I'm looking at the Marlins. I kept saying the Braves. I was still thinking about that. This is all on the Marlins. All these guys I just mentioned, the new GM and Kim NG. So, I mean, the Marlins are a great organization. They're a great team, too. Second place, lost to the Braves. Made the division round, okay. 31-29. Are they going to get better or are they going to take a step back? I don't know. A lot of young talent. I think they take a step back. You take in the fact you got young talent and new management. That never really does you well, but we'll see. Let's just move on with the Mets. Luis Rojas, the manager, second season. He was the Mets were tied for fourth place last year, 26-34. Terrible. Bring in Francisco Lindor, Carlos Carrasco. Let's see. Right-handed pitcher Trevor May, James McCann, a catcher. Right-handed pitcher Marcus Stroman. Left-handed pitcher Aaron Laup. Outfielder or first baseman Jose Martinez for the Mets. He's a great player. That's a good pickup for you, Mets. Lose your GM Brody Van Wagen. Brody Van Wagen. Second baseman Robinson Cano. Wilson Ramos, the catcher. Ahmed Rosario, the shortstop. He's out. Andres Jimenez, infielder. He's out of here. Right-handed pitcher Rick Porcello. Right-handed pitcher Michael Waka. Left-handed pitcher Justin Wilson. And left-handed pitcher Steven Matz are out. Lose quite a bit, bringing a few guys in. Fourth place last year. 26-34 overall. Lost their last 3 games. Didn't make the playoffs. They were right behind the Phillies by only a couple games. The Phillies, we'll get to them in a second after we get to the Nationals. Overall, I won't make this video way too long or anything. The Mets are going to take a step back. The Marlins will be interesting. They're questionable. I don't know what to make of them. They had a good year last year. New management, new talent. Maybe they take a step back too. I really think overall the National League East is the Braves and everybody else. Look at the Phillies. Third place, 28-32 overall. And again, it was weird. It was a 60-game season for every team. Every team had like 60 games or whatever. Bring in Archie Bradley, right-handed pitcher Chase Anderson, Matt Moore, left-handed pitcher Jose Alvarado. Okay, so he goes to Philly. Right-handed pitcher Sam Coonrod? Shoot. Okay. Infielder CJ Chatham. Right-handed pitcher Neftali Feliz. Right-handed pitcher Ivan Nova. Right-handed pitcher Hector Rondon. Right-handed pitcher David Paulino. Outfielder Matt Joyce. That's who comes in. Who's leaving? Jace Bruce from the outfield. Jake Arrieta. Right-handed pitcher. Right-handed pitcher Brandon Workman. Infielder Phil Gosselin. Right-handed pitcher Heath Hembry. Right-handed pitcher David Phelps. Right-handed pitcher Blake Parker. Left-handed pitcher Adam Morgan. Left-handed pitcher Cole Irvin. Outfielder Kyle Garlick. And right-handed pitcher Victor Arano leaving for the Phillies. Why is this all messed up here? What is... Oh, really? Okay. And then the Nationals. I really don't know what to make of the Phillies. I think they'll be a little bit better. You know, Jose Alvarado, Matt Moore, those pitchers come in. They'll be good. They got good pitching depth, good rotation there. I really don't know what to make of the Phillies at the moment. It's really too early. When you look at them real quick, though, let's see. They are 1-2 in spring training so far. So not really a good start for spring training for them. Already lost 2 games, won 1. Well, we'll just have to wait and see what happens. I don't think they win the division or anything. I'm just going to be honest. In the East, I think it's going to be the Braves or the Marlins. Most likely the Braves. I just think that they are still miles ahead of anybody else in the NL East. And it's just going to be interesting to see. So we move on from that. Let's see. That's weird. Okay. Moving on to the Central, you got the Cubs, the Cardinals, the Reds, Milwaukee Brewers, and Pittsburgh Pirates. Three of those, the Central is good in the National League. You had the Cubs clinch the division, and then the Cardinals, the Reds, and the Brewers clinch a playoff berth. And then, who's at the bottom? The Pittsburgh Pirates, 19-41. Holy crap. The Pittsburgh Pirates were in 5th place, 19-41. Terrible. They brought in, this year, so much talent. They lose so much talent, too. I'll get to them in a minute. Let's start with the Cubs. Won the division, made the playoffs. First place. They lost to the Marlins in the first round of the playoffs. They went 34-26 overall. They bring in quite a few pitchers and some outfield, is what I'm noticing here. Joe Peterson, outfield. Right-handed pitcher Zach Davies. Right-handed pitcher Trevor Williams. Cole Stewart, a right-handed pitcher. Austin Romine is a catcher. Outfielder in deal pending, Jake Marisnick. Outfielder Philip Irvin. Jonathan Holder, a right-handed pitcher. Robert Stock, right-handed pitcher. And infielder Sergio Alcantara. Who left? Yu Darvish, right-handed pitcher. Kyle Schwarber, John Lester. Schwarber's outfield. Then you get to some pitchers and John Lester, Jose Quintana. Outfielder Albert Almora Jr. Catcher Victor Caratini. Second baseman Jason Kipnis. Right-handed pitcher Tyler Chatwood. Right-handed pitcher Jeremy Jeffries. Outfielder Cameron Maben. Outfielder Billy Hamilton. Outfielder Jose Martinez. Okay. So they lose quite a bit. They have David Ross as the manager. He was a great manager last year. Really helped the team out quite a bit. The Cubs won the division with a new manager, new players coming in, a lot of great experience, and they all put it all together. They went 34-26 and won the Central Division in the National League. Okay, let's move on to the Cardinals. Shout out to the Cubs, though. 30-28, second place, lost to the Padres in the first round of the playoffs. Talking the Cardinals of St. Louis. They'll be a good team, I think. They bring in only 2 guys, though. Let's see. They bring in third baseman Nolan Arenado and third baseman Jose Rondon. Who leaves? Colton Wong, a second baseman. Outfielder Dexter Fowler. Left-handed pitcher Austin Gomber. Right-handed pitcher John Brebbia. Catcher Matt Whiters. And first baseman Rangel Ravello. They lose quite a bit, and what they lose, they don't really make up for it. I think the Cardinals take a step back. They literally brought in 2 third basemen. They lose an outfielder, a catcher, a left-handed pitcher, right-handed pitcher, and they don't back that up. That's crazy. I don't think St. Louis is going to be all that hot this year. They went 30-28 last year. I think they take a step back. I don't think they finished like lower than the Pirates or anything like that, but I mean the Pirates are gonna, man. We'll get to them in a minute. Let's stay focused here. We got the Brewers. (29-31) overall last year in 4th place. It's gonna be interesting to see this wild card. Made it. Lost to the Dodgers. Dodgers will go on to win the World Series over my Tampa Bay Rays. Let's see. They bring in Colton Wong. We just mentioned Colton. A second baseman. Catcher Luke Maley. I don't know how you say this. Infielder Daniel Robertson. Right-handed pitcher Jordan Zimmerman. Who leaves? Ryan Braun, Alex Claudio, Ben Gamel. First and / third baseman. They kind of rotate this guy. Jed Yorko. Right-handed pitcher Corey Nebel. Infielder Eric Sogard. 3 straight seasons the Brewers make the playoffs. First time in franchise history. They weren't even above 500. The Brewers were 29-30. They were not a 500 team. They were actually percentage point 48, 483, whatever. You know, shoot. Brewers scored just 4.1 runs per game last season. Ranked 27th out of 30 MLB teams as far as runs per game goes. That's crazy. NL MVP of 2018, Christian Yelich. They're hoping he can return and get healthy. He was not that great last year in 2020. Just wasn't there for the team. Man. He won 2 straight batting titles in 18 and 19. He was the NL MVP in 2018. This is a great player. This is like their key guy. They got talent outside of that, the Brewers. But it's just going to be interesting to see, right? The Brewers just sucked last year compared to what they have been doing. And we really don't know what we're going to get out of them next season. So, anyway, we'll move on from them. Look at the Pirates. 5th place in the Central. My goodness. Pittsburgh. Derek Shelton, the manager, in his 2nd season. They went 19-41 overall last year. Who comes in? Will Crow, David Bednar, Sean Poppin, Miguel Yajure, right-handed pitchers. Okay, then they got a catcher in Michael Perez, infielder Wilmer Defoe, left-handed pitcher Chasen Shreve, catcher Tony Walters, and outfielder Brian Goodwin. Who leaves? Jameson Talion, a right-handed pitcher Joe Musgrove, great player. That's a tough loss for you guys. Trevor Williams, right-handed pitcher. Josh Bell, first baseman. Right-handed pitcher Keon Kella. Jose Ozuna, infielder or outfielder. You know, he kind of plays both. Good rotational guy. Derek Holland, a left-handed pitcher. Left-handed pitcher Nick Turley. Right-handed pitcher Dovidas Neverauskas. What the heck? And right-handed pitcher Nick Birdie. Okay. They're basically, the Pirates are in rebuild mode. Big time. Again, 19, they didn't even win 31 winning percentage. They even win half their games. They're at the bottom of the Central, which is a great division. So, I mean, look, you play those teams and you can't compete with them. I mean, okay, the Cubs are great. Cardinals, Reds are pretty good. Look, Pirates are nowhere near a playoff team. Nowhere near. They have a long way to go. That's really all I can say about the Pirates. They lost a lot. They bring a few guys in. But they are way far from that, right? They're at a point where they just need to clear everybody out of the organization and start from scratch. I don't know what to tell the Pirates. Look. I don't know what to say to Pittsburgh. Stick to football, I guess. I don't know. All right. But anyway, the Central is going to be interesting to look at. So we did the East, we did the Central. Now, look at the West. The defending World Series champs, the Dodgers. Thanks a lot. Rays had a chance. World Series champs, great. I mean, they are the 2019. Or I guess this is a typo here. It should say 2020. But they went 43-17, finished first place, won the World Series. They bring in Trevor Bauer, right-handed pitcher. Right-handed pitcher Tommy Conley. And Garrett Cleavinger, a left-handed pitcher. They lose Joe Peterson, Terrence Gore, Jimmy Nelson, Alex Wood, Enrique Hernandez, an outfielder guy. Right-handed pitcher Pedro Baez. I mean, they lose a lot of key guys that were part of the World Series team last year. I think they take a step back. They won their first World Series since 1988, and they won it during a pandemic short season. Right? They're trying to They're trying to repeat. Right? They got Mookie Betts and David Price. Man. 3 MVP players on this roster and 3 Cy Young Award winners. They are favored to win a 9th straight National League West title. 9 straight. They've won 8 straight. But they could win 9 straight if they win it this year. What does that say about the West? The West is a terrible division. Now, give credit to the Dodgers. It's a great organization. Dave Roberts, the manager, has done a fantastic job in the 5-6 years he's been there. This is incredible, Dodgers. You beat my Rays last year, but I'm going to stick here and stick up for you guys and give y'all credit, man. I think they win it again. But hold on. Who's this? San Diego Padres. Fernando Tatis. Let's get to the Padres. 37-23. Second place last year. Lost in the divisional series to the Dodgers. Bring in Yu Darvish, Blake Snell, Joe Musgrove, Kim Ha-seong, the second baseman. Those first 3 I named were pitchers. Victor Carantini, the catcher. Infielder or outfielder Brian O'Grady. Okay. You lose Kirby Yates, Greg Garcia, Jason Castro, Garrett Richards, Mitch Moreland, Luis Perdomo. Okay, those are like Kirby Yates, Garrett Richards, Luis Perdomo are right-handed pitchers. Infielder Greg Garcia, Jason Castro, the catcher, first baseman Mitch Moreland. Okay, that's who you lose. Forget the Dodgers. I'm going to go ahead and take the Padres to win this. Fernando Tatis is a bat swinging, sorry about that, machine. Man, it's going to be crazy. Wow, y'all gonna be good. I'm, I don't know what to say about the Padres other than watch out for the Padres in 2021. This is their year. Moving on, we got the Rockies of Colorado, and then we got Arizona Diamondbacks. Let's look at the Rockies. 26-34 last year, 4th place in the division. They bring in two pitchers, Austin Gomber. Austin Gomber and Robert Stevenson are the two guys they bring in. They lose Nolan Arenado, David Dahl, Daniel Murphy, Kevin Pillier, Matt Kemp, Jeff Hoffman, and catcher Tony Walters. Man, Nolan Arenado is leaving after quite a few years with the Rockies. For the first time since 2013, Arenado won't be the opening day starter at third base. Man. So he's had like half a decade plus of starting at third base for the Rockies. Pretty much every game. Never really got hurt. He's been great. That's got to be tough to let a player like that go, man. It really has to be. 8-time Gold Glove winner and 5-time All-Star. Wanted to be traded, which you can't blame him. That's a great player that needs to be at a great organization, and Colorado's not it. 4th place last year, 26-34. No. Overall, the Colorado Rockies are just a terrible baseball team. They really don't have a whole lot of talent in terms of compared to other teams in their division, just in the league. No one really I hardly know anything about the Rockies. Now, okay, they made the postseason in 17 and 18, but then they slid back, and they have declined since after the 2018 season. They had a 91-loss campaign in 2019, and of course they lost 34 games, which I'd say that's a little bit better for 2020, but it was a 90-game, 60-game season, 90-game. Could you imagine if we played regular season last year, like normal, how many games they would have lost? It's crazy. I'd say keep your eye on the Rockies, but really, no. They got nothing. So, I'm sorry. I don't know what to make of them. They just lose a lot. What they had to be somewhat of their only hope is gone. So, rest in peace, Colorado Rockies. Your season's already over. It's going to be a terrible year for you guys. Got 2 teams left, Arizona Diamondbacks and the Giants of San Francisco. Diamondbacks are an okay team, I guess. Not a good year last year. They bring in Joakim Soria and Chris Davinsky, both right-handed pitchers. They lose Junior Guerra, Hector Rondon, right-handed pitchers. Outfielder John Jay. That's pretty... that just sounds like just a random name. John Jay. And right-handed pitcher Mike Leake. They went 25-35, finished 5th place in the West last year. They got their first workouts February 17th and 22nd. Okay, well, we're in March now, so that doesn't matter. They were they were 5th place in the NL West last year. Shortened season, and they finished dead last in their own division. It's just going to be one of those years. I don't know if they take a step forward. I don't know if they take a step back, but they're just not that good of a team. So, anyway, we're going to move on. San Francisco Giants, third place last year. Great organization, I guess. Gabe Kapler's second season coming in this year as manager. 29-31. Could be a little better, but they went third place last year. They bring in Buster Posey, catcher. Ho, keep your eye on him. Alex Wood, left-handed pitcher. Anthony DeSclafani, right-handed pitcher. Second baseman Tommy La Stella. Outfielder Lamonte Wade. Right-handed pitcher John Rabia. Catcher Kurt Caselli. They lose right-handed and left-handed pitchers. Really just pitchers. Trevor Cahill, Drew Smiley, Tony Watson, Sam Coonrod, Andrew Suarez, right-handed pitcher Sean Anderson. Okay. Giants, they're a well-known organization. They're not completely dead, I don't think. They were third place last year. That's not too bad. Posey opted out last year. They get him back. Not a whole lot of off-season moves. He's their key guy. Right? He had some injuries for 2 years in 18 and 19. So, I mean, getting him back at catcher is going to be very interesting, I think, and I guess hitting should be no problem if he steps up to the plate. So, anyway, I'm just going to go ahead and end it here, man. It's going to be interesting to see what happens in the National League. I think clearly what I saw from yesterday, too, I think the American League's just a better full-on conference or league in baseball. I think it's going to be better than the National League, but obviously you got to have some division winners. It'll be interesting. I mean, there's so many teams that are just going to surprise us or not surprise us or do way worse than we think they might. I don't know. But baseball fans, you let me know down in the comments below or I'm premiering this. Definitely let me know who you think is going to win the division in each division. Who's going to ultimately be the National League team representing in the World Series. Dodgers, I guess. Again, I mean, there's quite a few teams. I mean, you saw what I was saying. I'm lost on all this. Some of these teams just straight suck as organizations and just, it got nothing. I mean, shoot. What do you want? But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and end this video. Thanks so much for tuning in and watching today. Please hit that like and subscribe button. Really would appreciate it. Comment down below what you think about the National League going into 2021. And as always, please like, comment, and subscribe right here to Valor Sports Media for more sports content. Appreciate you guys watching. Have a great day. And until next time, Valor Sports Media is checking out. Y'all have an awesome day. Remember, Jesus loves you. God bless. And from a Bama fan, roll Tide, roll.